Did you know that there are countries where women face difficulties in relationships due to a shortage of men? That's right. In some of these countries, the ratio of women to men is so high that women need to travel abroad or risk being alone for the rest of their lives. It's a rather curious topic, isn't it? Why are there so many countries with more women than men? Could it be due to wars, immigration policies, or cultural differences? I'll show you which are these 10 countries and the reasons. 1. Portugal *. Did you know that Portugal is a country with more women than men? That's right. According to the National Institute of Statistics, in 2023, there were 1.2 million more women than men in Portugal. This imbalance is the result of several factors, including male emigration, the longer life expectancy of women, and social changes that have led more women to choose not to have children. But what does this mean for Portuguese women? Well, it means that single women are under pressure to find a partner, as they fear being alone for the rest of their lives. This has led to an increase in late marriages, the search for foreign partners, and even the adoption of children. It seems like a quite complex scenario, doesn't it? However, in reality, this gender imbalance can also be an opportunity for Portuguese women to reconsider their expectations and priorities. Of course, finding a partner is important for many women. But it's also essential to remember that happiness doesn't solely depend on a relationship. Portuguese women can find fulfillment and happiness in other areas of life, such as their careers, friendships, family, and self-discovery. So, if you're a single Portuguese woman, don't worry. You're not alone. And, more importantly, you don't need to feel pressure to find a partner to be happy. 2. Norway *. Did you know that Norway, one of the most egalitarian countries in the world, has a significant gender disparity? That's right. According to data from Statistics Norway, in 2023, there were 50,000 more women than men in the country. This disparity is the result of several factors, including the longer life expectancy of women and a slightly higher birth rate among women. The life expectancy for women in Norway is 84.9 years, while for men, it's 81.5 years. This means that, on average, women live about 3.4 years longer than men. The birth rate in Norway is also slightly higher among women. In 2023, the birth rate for women was 1.8 children per woman, while the birth rate for men was 1.6 children per man. This gender disparity has a significant impact on Norwegian society. For example, women represent a larger proportion of the economically active population than men, and they are also more likely to become widowed or remain single. The Norwegian government is taking measures to address gender disparity. For instance, the government provides incentives for men to participate more in family life and offers support programs for elderly women. However, these measures have not been sufficient to eliminate gender disparity. It is a challenge that Norway will need to address in the coming years. But why is this important? Gender disparity can have a negative impact on society in various ways. For instance, it can lead to a shortage of skilled workers, increased poverty among women, and greater social inequality. Moreover, gender disparity can negatively impact the mental health of women. Studies show that women living in countries with a significant gender disparity are more likely to suffer from depression, anxiety, and stress. 3. Armenia ***. Did you know that Armenia, a small country located in Eastern Europe, is a true paradise for single men? That's right. With a population of just over 3 million inhabitants, Armenia has more than 1.6 million women and less than 1.4 million men. This means that, on average, there are about 1.1 women for every man in Armenia. It's as if, in a room with 10 people, 7 were women and only 3 were men. This gender disparity is the result of several factors, including male emigration, the longer life expectancy of women, and social changes that led more women to choose not to have children. This gender imbalance has a significant impact on Armenian society. For instance, Women represent a larger proportion of the economically active population than men, and they are also more likely to remain single. However, on the flip side, have you ever thought about what your life would be like if you were a man living in Armenia? You would have many options to choose from, wouldn't you? You could meet women of all ages, social classes, and backgrounds. You could find beautiful, intelligent, interesting, and fun women. And, of course, you could find women who share your values and interests. Are you enjoying learning about these countries? Then stay until the end of the video because the 8th country will surprise you. Check if you've already liked the video, more people need access to this valuable content. Let's continue. The 4th country is 4. El Salvador ***. Did you know that El Salvador, a small country in Central America, has a population of about 6.7 million inhabitants, with 52 men for every 48 women? This means that, on average, there is more than one woman for every man in El Salvador. Male emigration, the longer life expectancy of women, and social changes that have encouraged many women to embrace a child-free life are some of the reasons contributing to this gender imbalance, leading to more single women. However, with such a high proportion of women, Salvadoran women have many opportunities in both their professional and personal lives. They are more likely to hold leadership positions, be entrepreneurs, and succeed in their careers. If you've stayed until now, congratulations. Keep watching the video, the other countries will surprise you even more. Stay until the end to stay informed about everything, and, oh, don't forget to like the video. 5. Estonia ***. Hey, you! Have you heard the news? Estonia, that Eastern European nation, is turning into a country of women. That's right, you didn't read it wrong. According to 2023 data, there are approximately 52 women for every 49 men in the country. But wait, this isn't bad news. In fact, it's very interesting news. After all, Estonian women are known for their strength, independence, and determination. They are a force of nature. This demographic imbalance has various causes, but the main ones are: longer life expectancy of women. Estonian women live, on average, 82 years, while men live 77 years. This means that throughout life, Estonian women outnumber men. Male emigration. Estonia has a relatively high emigration rate, mainly of young men. This is because the country offers better job opportunities in other countries, such as Sweden or Finland. Low birth rate. Estonia has one of the lowest birth rates in Europe, with only 1.4 children per woman. This means that for every woman who has a child, 2 other women do not. This demographic imbalance has significant implications for Estonian society. For example, there is greater pressure on women to work and care for the family, which can lead to overload. Additionally, the imbalance can make it challenging to form families and raise children. But Estonian women are not letting this get them down. They are showing that they can handle any challenge. They are working hard to create a better future for their country. 6. Iceland ***. You know that story that women can't? That they can't work, can't study, can't lead? Well, in Iceland, that story doesn't stick. Iceland is a country located in the North Atlantic, with a population of about 360,000 inhabitants. Despite having more women than men, Iceland is considered one of the most progressive countries in the world in terms of gender equality. And how is that possible? Women in Iceland represent 47% of the workforce and hold leadership positions at all levels. Iceland was the first country in the world to implement a law requiring equal pay between men and women. Women in Iceland represent 53% of university students. Iceland has one of the highest female literacy rates in the world. Women in Iceland represent 52% of the Icelandic parliament. Iceland was the first country in the world to elect a woman as president, in 1980. Iceland also has a strong culture of recognizing women's achievements. The country celebrates Women's Day on March 8, and women are honored for their contributions in all fields of society. 7. Finland ***. Finland is a country located in Northern Europe, known for its excellent educational system, high quality of life, and strong female culture. The first thing you need to know about Finland is that it has a significantly higher number of women than men. In 2023, the population of Finland was approximately 5.5 million people, with 51.7% being women and 48.3% being men. This gender difference results from several factors, including the higher life expectancy of women, immigration of men, and emigration of women. The life expectancy of Finnish women is 84.8 years, the highest in the world. This longevity is the result of a combination of factors, including a high-quality universal healthcare system, a healthy diet, and an active lifestyle. Finland is also a country with a strong female culture. Finnish women are well represented in all sectors of society, including politics, the economy, and education. They also have strong independence and autonomy and are less likely to marry or have children than women in other countries. Finland is a unique country with a population that exhibits peculiar characteristics. The significantly higher number of women, the higher life expectancy of women, and the lower prevalence of romantic relationships are some of the aspects that make Finland an interesting country to study and explore. 8. Belarus ***. Did you know that Belarus, a country located in Eastern Europe, has a population of 9 million inhabitants, with women outnumbering men? This is the result of several factors, including a high female birth rate and a low male migration rate. But Belarusian women are not just numerous, they are also highly qualified and determined. They represent 57% of the country's workforce and hold leadership positions in all sectors of society. In education, Belarusian women outperform men, with 58% of university graduates being women in 2022. In the workforce, Belarusian women are well represented in STEM professions, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, constituting 47% of engineering graduates and 38% of computer science graduates. They are also well represented in politics, with 34% of the members of the National Assembly being women in 2023. Belarusian women are not only successful in their careers but also committed political activists. In recent decades, they have played a significant role in the struggle for democracy in the country, leading protests against Alexander Lukashenko's authoritarian regime, which refused to relinquish power after the 2020 presidential elections. Belarusian women are a powerful force in society, serving as an inspiring example for women worldwide, demonstrating that with determination and willpower, we can achieve our goals regardless of gender. 9. Russia ***. Hey, you there! Have you heard about the gender imbalance in Russia? Seriously, the country has almost 11 million more women than men. That's a huge difference and has a significant impact on Russian society. The main cause of this imbalance is the high male mortality rate. Russian men have a lower life expectancy than women, partly due to alcoholism, violence, and hazardous working conditions. Another cause is the low birth rate. Russia has one of the lowest birth rates in the world, meaning fewer men are born each year. Lastly, there's male migration. Many Russian men leave the country to work elsewhere, mainly in Western Europe. This gender imbalance negatively affects various aspects of Russian society. It complicates marriage and family formation and can lead to social issues such as prostitution and domestic violence. Russian women who struggle to find a partner in the country are increasingly seeking relationships abroad. They use various methods to find foreign partners, including dating sites, marriage agencies, and traveling abroad. The gender imbalance in Russia is a complex problem with no easy solution. However, the increasing pursuit of relationships outside the country indicates that Russian women are finding new ways to cope with this issue. 10. Denmark ***. Have you heard about Denmark? It's a small country in Northern Europe, known for its quality of life, gender equality, and high level of women's participation in the workforce. But did you know that Denmark also has one of the highest rates of single women in the world? According to OECD data, about 52% of adult women in Denmark are single. This means that Denmark has a higher rate of single women than the OECD average, which is 44%. There are several reasons for this high rate of single women in Denmark. One of them is the strong gender equality culture in the country. Danish women are encouraged to pursue careers and be independent. They also have access to a wide range of social support services, allowing them more freedom to choose how they want to live their lives. Another reason for the high rate of single women in Denmark is the high level of women's participation in the workforce. Around 80% of Danish women aged 15 to 64 work. This means that Danish women have less time available for romantic relationships. But is the high rate of single women in Denmark a sign of progress or regression? On one hand, it's positive that women have more opportunities to achieve their personal and professional goals. On the other hand, they might feel more isolated and less supported than women in countries with more traditional cultures. The high rate of single women in Denmark is a complex phenomenon with advantages and disadvantages. It's a topic that deserves further study so that we can learn from Denmark's experience and build more just and equal societies for all women. So, were you surprised by this information? I was. I didn't realize there were so many countries where women are the majority. If you enjoyed the video and want to learn more about these countries, watch the video on the screen and don't forget to like it.